Did Carolina just find Armando's replacement?
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to talk about the news of Ven-Allen Lubin transferring to the UNC basketball team, baby. A 6'8", 230-pound 4/5, 5/4 guy that averaged 12.3 points per game and 6.3 rebounds in his sophomore campaign with the Commodores. So how do we get to this point? Well, Carolina missed on the obvious guys that they wanted, like Jonas Idu and Cliff O from Rutgers. And therefore, the Heels really did have to find a guy that could play with his back to the basket. It just so happened that Jerry Stackhouse was let go at Vanderbilt, and that probably played a huge role in being the mediator between HD and Ven-Allen Lubin. I think it's good to get a guy from the SEC that can bang with some of the best of them, if you will, because we know that Jalen Washington is a little lean. His game is more of a face-up game. He likes to face up to the basket. He likes to shoot that mid-range jumper, and he's been effective at that. But what Carolina really did need was a guy that can play with his back to the basket. Zayden, while still being full of piss and vinegar and possesses the attitude that you like down low on the blocks, he's still young, man. And sometimes that got him into trouble. He'd pick up, just foul after foul after foul, even though I'm really stinking high on what Zayden High can bring to the table, no pun intended. And then you obviously have Jalen Withers coming back, and he can slide down to the 4, but I don't know if that's something that you want to have on a regular basis, if you will, unless Carolina really does truly go to a 4-in, 1-out, or a 4-out, 1-in, type offensive approach. So what does Lubin bring to the Heels? Well, for one, I think that we will see someone that's going to give you a ton of effort on the defensive end of the floor. He's probably a little shorter than 6'8", much like Harrison, but he's a bigger guy that can keep players from backing him down into the paint. The biggest issue is going to be the fact that he's short enough to get shot over down low on the blocks, right? And he also occasionally will have his shot blocked, as his game is most comfortable with his back to the basket. I think that he's going to be a plus rebounder, and I really do think that he can assist on the offensive end. But the question is will he really need to? Keep in mind, we've got capable scorers all over the perimeter of this offense next year, with Elliot Cadeau, who's obviously still working on his jumper, but the kid, there's not a defender in the nation that you want or that you think can consistently stay in front of him. And when EC gets around the basket, man, he can be very, very good. RJ is obviously the scorer that he is, outside the perimeter, inside the perimeter. And then you bring somebody like Caden to Carolina. I mean, they got scorers all over the place on the outside. Once again, Jay Wash has proven that he can put the ball in the basket in his limited minutes, even though he's obviously got a ton of work to do on the defensive end, especially with his body and being able to keep people from backing him down under the basket. So Lubin may not need to contribute a ton on the offensive side, though I still think that he can continue to be a double-figure guy, 10 to 12 points, if you will. So is he a one-for-one swap with Armando Bacot? Absolutely not, okay? Was he Carolina's first choice? Absolutely not. But can he help the Tar Heels? Absolutely. And I, for one, welcome Ven-Allen Lubin to the Tar Heel family. So let me know what you think about the Ven-Allen Lubin news, Tar Heel Nation, down in the comment section, baby. Where do you see Lubin playing? Is he going to actually be the 5, like a small 5? Or does he play more of the 4 position, right? How many minutes does he get night in and night out? And do you even think that he can carve out a mainstay in the starting rotation? Let me know. Lubin to the Heels, baby. We'll catch you on the next one, Tar Heel Nation.